Hello everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another Cars Diecast review. Today, well, let me just ask you, is it too early for anything Christmas or holiday related? Heck no, in my opinion, or maybe, well, actually, it is probably too early, like too early by 3 or 4 months. But you know what? Mattel released a brand new Christmas/holiday car, and that is Sarge. I was able to buy him on Amazon just a couple days ago, and I was just like, wow, I wasn't really expecting this because they haven't released a new Christmas or holiday car in ages. It has been like since 2009 or 2010, so this is like groundbreaking right here. I definitely wanted to buy it because I have never even seen Christmas or holiday cars at my stores, so who knows even if this will show up at Target or Walmart. Everything is very vague right now, so I can't answer those questions. For those of you wanting to know where to get him, Amazon right now is seeming to be the only place, but I'm sure it'll become a little bit more widely available in the near future, especially closer to the holiday season. And I was just like, you know what, who cares? Let me just review this thing because I don't think many people actually know about this, so I want to spread the word. It's in the typical holiday packaging, which is kind of like this ornament design here. You can see the circle ornament there with wrenches on it, trees, snowflakes. So it's a really cool design, even like a gear down there as well, and the car's logo centered at the top. Now they call this Sarge with roof lights. And you can see the roof lights right there, but that's actually not the only difference. We also have the white vinyl top there and some white lights down there. So really cool. I'm very excited for this. On the back here you can see Happy Holidays from Radiator Springs with just a regular picture of Sarge, which is a little disappointing. I wish they put on a unique picture of Sarge that has him looking like this or something like that. Now this guy appeared in the Mater Saves Christmas book, and now let's take a look at that from the book. Okay, so here's the book, and we're just going to browse through it and see where Sarge is. So he's on the first page here pretty much. There he is. You can see the white vinyl top, the roof lights, and the lights down there, which are the three main differences. So you can kind of do a comparison between the diecast and the actual animated or drawing, I guess. It's not like completely animated. It's more of a drawing. Now it'd be so cool to get Christmas cars like Fabulous Hudson Hornet here, and there's some other ones throughout the book as well that would just look absolutely amazing as diecasts. So here starts the story. They're at Flo's VA Cafe. Sarge is over here on the far left. So there's another example of one that was not released. Red, and of course Flo, but Flo is kind of boring because she just has the earmuffs. Nothing here, although that is pretty cool. Snot Rod with the opening trunk and Chick Hicks souvenirs. There is Sarge again, looking very worried. And then here's the other one that would be absolutely amazing to have. Lizzie there, that looks awesome. As we go through here, maybe I'll do, actually I'm pretty sure this is like almost a confirmation that when it does happen, like the holiday season does come around in like 4 months or so, I will do a read through of this book. I think it'd be pretty cool, and it would be kind of a change of pace because I don't know really what to do anymore for Christmas. There's Sarge again. Obviously I do the 12 days of Christmas, which will still happen. I don't know how I'll do it this year because there weren't series, and that's how I did them last time, or the last like 2 years. There's Sarge again, probably one of the best pictures of him, alongside Fillmore and Luigi and Guido. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying, so we'll have the 12 days of Christmas, but they will probably just be like random Cars 3 cars. And then I'll do the read-through of this and maybe something else as a little Christmas special. We'll see. And here are stickers as well, by the way. These are all stickers. There's one there, a 10 Hunt, or a 10 Hut. Have a Merry Christmas, and that's an Order Soldier. So that's really Sarge's like primary feature there. And that is the end of it, seems like. Cool stuff. Actually, there's more. There's more. Seems kind of like an extra story maybe. There's Sarge again, splashing in the snow. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that was not the end at all. I think the stickers just really threw me for a loop. That needs to get released. The reindeer really do need to get released. There was a couple made as prototypes and they were sold on eBay from China, but unfortunately they were canceled. For some reason, I don't understand why, but they just were. By the way, it seems like they kind of do Christmas cards every year, like Mattel releases a batch of them. Last year, here is the batch, Holiday Hotshot Lightning McQueen, and see the package is the exact same. I wish it was a little bit more unique, but whatever. I bought these at Cars Land last November for, as you can see, 10 bucks each, which is a little expensive, but you know, they have the demand there because I have no idea where else to get these besides eBay. So this was like the only physical location I knew to go, and I was there, so it really worked out. And I'm sure Disneyland will have these again, and Sarge included with that later this year. I went in November, like I said, so yeah, that's pretty close to Christmas time. It was like Thanksgiving, and I was there with Collection TV, a little fun fact. Now, as you can see, McQueen is in his holiday deco in the art on the card back here, so it matches the actual diecast. So I have no idea why they skimped out with Sarge. I mean, as you can see, that is just regular Sarge, and it does not match the diecast there, so kind of disappointing. Mattel was pretty lazy. Here are the others from the batch last year, decked out Doc Hudson, and so you guys believe me, you can see there is the copyright of 2015, so you can see that they were like copyrighted in 2015, then probably like made early 2016 to be sold later in 2016. Ramon, probably the best one from last year was Reindeer Mater and Holiday Spirit Sheriff. So those were the ones. Pretty cool batch, but now at least we have a new one, and I think Sally will also be in this batch this year as well. So let's actually open this up. There's nothing more to say about this relatively boring package. So here is Sarge out of the package, looking very festive. Now, just a little side note, this is the first release not related to Cars 3 in a very long time, since like sometime this April, because I know 2017 Case B with Fighting Face Mater, Union Jack Ramon with Paint Gun, Vladimir Trunka with Car Boot, those guys, that was like March. And then that was pretty much it until Cars 3 on May 1st. And so this is like pretty exciting. I don't know. I mean, Cars 3 stuff is exciting, but it's nice to take a little break from it and realize that Cars is such a bigger world and there are so many other things that they could release, like the reindeer, for example. So it's nice to get Sarge here, and he looks awesome. I'm very happy they released him because, you know, since they didn't release any more new Christmas cars since like 2010, I think, or I thought that they were just done with Mater Saves Christmas, but this gives us hope for Reindeer, Lizzie, Red, Flo, maybe even that Snot Rod, the elves in the book. I mean, there were so many cool cars in that book. Alright, so let's now get on with the review here of Sarge with Roof Light. So, yeah, the expression, just nope. Yeah, this expression kind of stinks. I don't like it at all. We saw the prototype picture. There it is right there. Several months ago on Amazon.com, and everyone was like, that expression looks gross. And I was like, yeah, it does look gross, but I'm sure that the diecast will look different because usually the expressions don't exactly match the actual releases. Well, I was completely wrong. This expression is garbage, and that's all I'm going to say about it. Just because of how, like, the eyes are just, like, so, like, woo, and there aren't really any eyelids or anything, so it's just kind of strange to me. The mouth there, there's no, like, teeth painted in there, which is kind of like how, you know, usually they do paint the teeth. Like, if I can find an example here, here's regular Sarge. You can kind of see the white in there where they painted the teeth a little bit. They did not do that for this one. It's just completely nothingness in there, and it just looks kind of bad. I mean, it's a very emotionless, stoical expression. He could have been happy or worried like he was in the book there. But anyway, he does have his typical white star on there with the codes on either side, 984673. And this is on the other side as well there. Moving toward the side here, he has his Army logo there, the badge or whatever you want to call it, because he did serve in the military/army in World War II. The license plate here supports that because it says 41 WW2, so that means 1941 World War II. So 1941 could have been the year that he served, or possibly the year that he was made or born, I guess you could say, and then he may have served like a year or so later. Just also take a look here at the other details on the back. You have the red taillights there. You have the, first aid kit with some extra supplies. The backup spare tire here, which I've always despised because the rim is not colored the army green like it's supposed to be, because obviously, it should be like these tires, but they kind of cheap out with the spare tire. There was one time where they actually colored it in, and that was on the road trip Sarge here. Let me show you guys that one. And let's get the trailer off first. Maybe. This is the one that is very tight on. We got it off though, See how they colored it in there, and this is $5 for the road trip car, and probably this would be $5 in a store as well, so I just don't understand why they skimped out with this, but oh well. Enough focusing on the negative there. You can see that this is all white now. Like before, it was all kind of like the brownish color, starting there with the little attachers to the hood, and then continuing on to the back. And the windows are now gray instead of being like a tan or whatever beige color that is before. So really interesting there. The gray matches the white and looks a lot better than the beige would. So you can see how cool now it looks, or how different, I guess you could say. It's hard to like imagine Sarge with like such different colors like this white here. And of course he has the roof lights there, 4 of them. Pretty basic. It's just a plastic insert that goes into either side there. Pretty cool. First time Sarge has had roof lights, but not the first time a car has had roof lights. And we'll do a comparison here in a couple moments. So here's the other side. Just a little 360 here. Very, very cool. And by the way, here are the little lights on the bottom. I would assume these are lights. Pretty sure they are. They look pretty cool. And here is the base if you're interested. You can see that they do credit Jeep because he is a Jeep. They were made for the wars, like the Army Jeeps here, of course. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And a bunch of other codes there as well. Alright, it's comparison time, so we kind of already compared him to this Sarge here. He has a completely new mold because of these lights down here. They're attached to the bumper there, and the fact that these actually go into the body, whereas before, there's no holes there, so they made holes for those roof lights. So a little 360 here as well. He does, or I should show this one, he does have the hooks there to attach other things on, so he can like pull them or whatever, maybe rescue a car out of the ditch, who knows. I do have this race team Sarge here with the headset on. Kind of, boring, I guess you could say, but they're just not that comparable. But I did want to show Sarge with something on the roof there, because you can see that both of them have kind of that accessory type of deal. Moving on now to saluting Sarge. This one just has the antenna there that's curved into a salute. Saluting like arm position, but since he doesn't have arms, the antenna will have to do. So how you guys doing today? By the way, here is Radiator Springs 500.5 Stanley Days Sarge. Again, not too comparable, but I did want to show most of the variations of Sarge in comparison to this one. But anyway, I'm doing pretty well myself, if you are curious. Today is Monday, the day that I'm recording this. This will most likely be released Tuesday at noon, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. CST. So I hope you guys have been enjoying the new upload time. About 3-4 weeks ago, I used to upload very late at night, like around midnight, just because I do the video around the time I am now, and then when I finished it, I'd schedule it for that time. I might just release it at that time, or I would wait until midnight. And a lot of people said like, oh my gosh, I stay up all night waiting for your video, and That is not good. Don't lose sleep over my videos. So I decided to move the time to during the day, 12 p.m. Of course, 12 p.m. CST, and now obviously this becomes midnight for people over in Australia, for example. But the people who were complaining obviously were from the northern or western hemisphere here, North America or whatever. And since they seem to be the prominent force, the prominent viewers, I decided to give in. Sorry, Australians and Eastern Hemispheres, is that what you guys call yourselves? But anyway, hopefully this time works and doesn't cause anyone to lose sleep. I know for some places over in Europe, it's still a pretty decent time in the evening and not overnight. So 12 p.m. CST does seem to be a very convenient time for a lot of people. If you do have suggestions or advice for a better time, please let me know. Maybe all of us can come to a collective decision because I can upload anytime as long as I finish the video. I can schedule it for whatever time works the best for you guys. Alrighty, so I just have to point this out here with all the Sarges. I mean, just look at that terrible expression. It just really does not even look like Sarge. Sarge has the determined expression, like always, and that is just like he saw a ghost and has no idea what to do. But if Sarge actually saw a ghost like this one right here, he would know what to do. He'd pull out his like first aid kit or whatever, and I don't even know anymore. But check this out. We have the holiday versions of the Buddy Sarge and Fillmore, and then the regular versions there on the left. It's nice to finally do this comparison because last year, 2 years ago, 7 years ago, we only had Fillmore. But seems like Mattel just popped back into their brain and they're like, hey, we should release another holiday car. Great idea, Mattel, great idea. We've only been asking for 7 years. But here are some other cars from the Radiator Springs 500.5 shorts that have roof lights. They're all very different. Mater is missing one. Shifty only has 3. McQueen's have the red border, but I just wanted to show them for fun. And my question for you guys today is, what is your favorite holiday or Christmas car from Mattel? We have Fillmore there, of course. We have the 2 variations of Lightning McQueen, the 2 variations of Mater here. We have Doc Hudson, who is personally one of my favorites. Let's get him in the shot here. This will be a pretty big shot. We have Sheriff back here as well. 2 variations of him, black and green. We'll put him in the background. We have Sally and Ramon. We have Luigi and Guido. And of course, we have probably everyone's favorite, which is Santa Car. I'm going to exclude him from the question because I know so many people would choose him, but if you wouldn't naturally, then just let me know. But if you're like myself and you love Santa Car so much and he's your favorite out of all these guys right here, then tell me who's your favorite excluding him. My favorite would probably be Reindeer Mater, then Doc Hudson here, and then, you know what, I'll go with Sarge. He's my 4th favorite. If he had a better expression, he might even surpass Doc and Mater, but that expression really just drags him down. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. A little break from all the Cars 3 stuff, but tomorrow we'll be right back at it, and the day after that, we'll be right back at school again. At least for me, it really stinks. But you know what? It's a new experience, I guess, and I should be, maybe looking forward to it. But no, it just means less videos, less free time for me to do videos for you guys. But anyway, let's end off the video on a positive note. And that positive note is going to be, you know what? We're picking up the camera to show you guys this. I'm going to, just put these back here. Check this out, guys. Check this out. This is the positive note to end on. Alright guys, I'll see you next time. Bye now.